whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
What's up? What's going on, everybody? I'm back. Girl, my eyes are no longer bald. I am no longer looking like a bald-eyed cat peeping in a seafood store. I feel so much better. Hi, everybody. I'm happy to be back. How are y'all doing today? Is everybody doing all right? It's a lot going on, y'all. And girl, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I really don't even know where to start because so much is going on. Make sure y'all like the video when y'all come in, subscribe to the channel. First of all, hold up, because I gotta load something. I forgot I needed to load something. I'm gonna just play it. But I gotta add for y'all later. But I do want to jump straight into my show. I'm not even gonna front on y'all. So let's go ahead and get into it. Girl, I'm not. Okay. So, Charlie Kirk. I told y'all that I be on the political side of TikTok. I love to watch the clear people argue. I do. I love to watch Comrade, aka Bella. I like watching Adrian. Okay, honestly, I just have a little crush on Adrian. That's why I watch Adrian so much. She's just pretty to look at. But I mean, I like her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, but still, I like watching who else? I go back and forth with Dean. And watching Dean today make his response video to Charlie Kirk getting in a neck while he's out there antagonizing people, and with the the far right wing anti everybody but us rhetoric that they do over there. This is the president's, one of the president's main propaganda media forms. Okay, a lot of misinformation and terrible conservative rhetoric gets out through the likes of Charlie Kirk, specifically because they go on college campuses. And they do that on purpose because they want to get those intellectuals. They really don't like college because college gives people more information. The more information you have about your government, your history, what's actually happening, the more you would probably lean more liberal if you knew what was really going on. A lot of conservatism is built in them conserving energy and not looking into anything. Like, it used to be a level of conservatism where the conservatives were smart, and so they knew their rhetoric was bullshit, so they had to pretend like they cared about their images, right? Like they cared about people, like they weren't racist. They had to pretend, right? Now all of that has gone out of the window, and they don't even pretend to have any decorum. But also what has happened is most of their base is extremely ignorant, illiterate. They have no idea what's really going on. They have no idea the history. Like, it's just crazy to me. So I feel like when you go to college, specifically for the white kids, when they go to college, what they learn, the higher education, makes them more liberal because they are now given more information. And what makes sense is for us not to be trying to destroy each other if we actually want to grow and progress. And the illusion was that America wanted to be progressive. That's not what's actually happening anymore. Not only are we regressing, but y'all are worse than the generation that I grew up on. Like, y'all are worse than the George Bush, era of people. But we have to go back to blaming George Bush because it was his laws and bills put in place that affected the school system, which is why we are now dealing with both extreme ignorance and anti-intellectualism with white people and with Black people. Okay? As somebody that is on the Black side of social media, I am also seeing how George Bush left all of you motherfuckers behind. Some of y'all don't understand how, like you could read and you can write, but it's like you don't understand context. You don't understand what's actually being said. You can't back anything up. You're not thinking critically. You're low-key NPC, and it's very, very weird, right? So when Charlie Kirk and those people decide to go to college campuses where the people are actually gaining more information to skew their mindsets, y'all, it's extremely intentional and it's diabolical as fuck. It's the same shit that they were doing with homeschooling. That's why homeschooling is not a good thing. It's not just because, oh, your kids are not going to have to be around weird people. No, it's because evangelical Christians have created like I guess education in a vacuum to where they've taught their kids only what they need to know for their overall goal. Like little soldiers, they might think that they're in control, but really they've had a whole computer put in their mind about what they're here to do based on homeschooling, based on the church shit, the religious aspect, the misogyny, the racism, the homophobia. And this is how you get people like Charlie Kirk. Because years and years ago, when y'all thought everybody was just living regular life, the Mormons and the evangelists and all of them were homeschooling all of their children, raising them in these very isolated spaces, you know, putting in all of these negative ideals about Black people, about gay people, about anybody else besides themselves and their own feelings. They built these communities and then they go and put these people in government. And so now here we are. But the funny thing about life is what you put into it is actually a lot of the times what you will get out of it. Life is not always fair, but there is something about it that sometimes feels, I don't know. Like there are some moments where life is like, well, that makes sense. And this is one of those moments for me. Y'all, I was looking at this shit, and when I tell you, I was just like, oh, wow. I could not believe what I was seeing and what they said happened. But I will tell you this. Unlike you passive, low-key racist liberals that are over there crying about this shit. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Dean and the rest of them, y'all are not about to guilt me into feeling like I need to have empathy or sympathy for this man and his family. I don't have to have that. I don't. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I think that's a part of the problem is that everybody wants to pretend to be a good person. But the truth of the matter is, do you cry when this happens to Black people? Do you cry when it happens to people in other countries that are of other nationalities? Do you cry then? Or are you only crying because you really just saw Charlie Kirk as somebody that was on the other side of a chessboard? Right? Not somebody that's actually a real dangerous person. Charlie Kirk is extremely dangerous. And I can only imagine with that rhetoric, what that has infused into the culture around him. I cannot imagine the amount of people that are going to be in pain, in depression, in everlasting hell and emotional just turmoil because they choose to believe the rhetoric that Charlie Kirk and the rest of y'all disseminate to y'all culture. White supremacy is not good for white people either. They're not having a good time at it either. They think they are. They're a little bit more delusional and brainwashed than the rest of us are. But they don't even realize how terrible life really is for them as well, because they feel like there's somebody beneath them. And so, as a Black woman in this country, that was actually scared this morning when the president comments on that man, that crazy man that stabbed that lady in the neck. That was going to be a let's go and, lynch up the niggers type of situation. So I can be very, very clear. That was going to be a somewhat lynching. That's what that was about to me. That's what that was about to do. That's a dog whistle. That's a dog whistle to be out here trying to string up any tall black man with locks because that crazy ass nigga stabbed that lady in the neck on a train. And that's what I don't like, because I feel like whatever happened to that nigga happened to that nigga. I don't care. That was insane to me. When I saw that white girl falling on the ground on that train, I did not think, oh, white girl, I don't care. No, you know what I thought? That could be me. As a woman, that's all I could think about is, girl, that's why I don't go and sit directly in front of motherfuckers. If they got a whole bunch of other seats in here, I'm going to have my back. I will always go and sit to the back of something, have my back to the back of the room, because I feel unsafe in most spaces if I can't see the exits or if I can't see who's coming up behind me. So when that girl went and sat down with her back to that man, I was just like, girl, you couldn't sit nowhere else. Like, my body was automatically like, girl, no, don't sit right there. Sit behind that nigga, okay? Or sit away from it. Sit on the side where the black lady at. And then apparently the way they edited the video, it makes it seem as if nobody helped her, but a black person actually came and helped that lady, even though she still passed away. And the way they are plastering that white lady's beautiful face all over the internet, and then she's Ukrainian, right? So how it feels for the rest of us as you are putting everybody through all of this fucking stress behind immigration, right? I don't care what y'all talking about. I am a light-skinned black lady, okay? Like y'all like to call me. And I feel like if I didn't have locks, I'm somebody that could look another way. I'm too close to being able to be seen another way for me to feel like that's okay for y'all to just be able to pick people up off the fucking street and throw them in the back of a van. No, I believe in due process. Real due process too. Not the kind that y'all fool la la around with, paying for it and shit. This whole situation scares me because now I have to fear, how are the most vulnerable of us, which is usually black women, how are we now going to be affected because of what y'all done did to this waterhead white boy? It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, y'all. But y'all don't like gun control. I knew y'all didn't give a fuck when Steve Scalise ass got shot. I was one of the first people to interview Steve Scalise, our state representative, after he was shot at a baseball practice. One of the Democrats that votes Republican, if I recall, like Steve Scalise might as well be a Republican as far as I can tell. I can't remember which one he was, but he used to come off like he was more middle, right? But no, motherfucker got shot and then still remain steadfast and not giving a fuck about gun violence. So I know that this is not going to make anybody care about gun violence. It's not going to make them care about gun violence. He didn't care about gun violence. Let's hear what Charlie Kirk had to say as it pertains to gun violence. Wasn't there a clip somewhere? Damn, I didn't get that clip. I got this clip. Hold up.
Empathy, actually, I think empathy is a made-up new age term that does a lot of damage, but I can't stand the word empathy, actually. I think empathy is a made-up new age term that does a lot of damage, but I can't stand.
Right. And no, y'all are absolutely right. Just as this waterhead boy is getting knocked off on the college campus. At the same time, where's the other thing? Where's the other thing? 20-some more kids, huh? Where's that story at? Oh, we didn't post about that story on the neighborhood talk. Hold up. Let me go pull it up. School shooting. Oh, look, it just pops right up. Evergreen High School. All I can see is clear kids. Okay? It's a lot of clear kids. Evergreen, at least 3 students, including a suspected shooter, were in critical condition Wednesday afternoon at a Denver area hospital following a shooting at Evergreen High School in the Jefferson County foothills. Hundreds of law enforcement officers responded to the school at I'm not about to say all that. After a 911 caller reported an active shooting at 1224, Jefferson County Sheriff's Office spokesperson Jackie Kelly said at a briefing Wednesday afternoon, it's not clear whether the suspect shooter was struck by police or shot themselves. Kelly said the juvenile suspect was a student at the school, but no additional information about their identity was available. This is the scariest thing that could ever happen, and these parents were really frightened, and so were the kids, Kelly said. And I know we say never again, and here we are. I don't know why y'all say never again, because nothing is changing. It's not clear whether the shooting started inside or outside the school, but investigators have found at least one area outside the building where the shooting happened. Kevin Cullinan, president of Common Spirit St. Anthony Hospital in Lakewood, said it appeared there were no further victims from the shooting. Lindsay Foster, a hospital spokesperson, said one of the students was in surgery late Wednesday afternoon and all 3 remained in critical condition. Ethan Ramirez, 16, told the Denver Post he was eating school lunch in Evergreen's cafeteria when an announcement on intercom caught his attention, although he couldn't quite hear the message. Around him, other students started to walk out the cafeteria. Then he heard a loud bang, he said, and he started to run. I heard gunshots right behind me, he said. He sprinted out of school. As he ran along a dirt path, he looked over at the school, he said, and saw a person he thought was the shooter. He was walking. He wasn't running, Ethan said. I saw him shooting right at us. He and other students ran into a neighborhood where they hid inside a stranger's home in a bathroom. The neighbor pulled out 2 guns to protect them, Ethan said. After a couple of hours, police officers collected them. I'm going to just say this. Y'all can read the rest of that for yourself. That's the Denver Post, where I got that from. And the person that fatally shot Charlie Kirk is now in custody as well. And it was a white man, from what I understand. It's a white man. And I said that it would be. I said that a lot of the times the only people that are actually going to be mad enough to do this shit is other white men. like we're tired over here, girl. Okay? And I heard somebody say that the man said and I'd do it again. And that's because people are angry. Y'all can't, I don't know why they think that in this day and age, they're going to be able to do these things and it's not going, but I think that's what they want. Essentially, I do think this is self-destructive. I think the way the country is moving right now is a sign that the people in charge and that are making these decisions are self-destructive. That's what I think this is essentially a sign of. And also the school shootings are a sign of the socialization that is taking place. Y'all hate empathy. You don't like sympathy. You don't give children any real rights. You treat them as if they're just objects of your dominion. You don't see them as people. Y'all don't care about their fucking feelings because feelings are too sensitive. Or you're coddling them, for dear God. And making them think that everything is supposed to go their way all the time. So if it doesn't go their way, oh, let's have a fucking conniption and take some people down while we're doing it. The country, it's breeding these people. The country is breeding these people. I don't know how you don't understand the connection between a lack of empathy and violence. Charlie Kirk just told y'all he doesn't even like empathy. Yeah, he might understand sympathy, but he doesn't like empathy. You know what that means? If he can't put himself in your shoes, meaning that if he can't identify with you, then he does not care about you. Sympathy is for people that you can identify with, right? And empathy means we may not have the same identity, but I could put myself in your shoes and see how I would feel if I was you. And so to me, the very mentality that y'all are breeding, you're breeding ignorance. You're breeding dominance and brutality over collaboration and cooperation. And that goes all the way down to the families and the relationships that everybody's always talking about on the fucking internet. You are breeding these types of violent situations taking place because you don't value human beings, and you're always telling human beings to ignore their body, ignore how they feel, ignore their feelings, be hard, be unbothered, right? Don't have empathy. All that shit breeds violence. That's all it breeds, bitch. You want to talk about violence? Child, I'm not about to play that. But I think this is very ironic. It feels very serendipitous, if you will. Okay? And I'm sorry, I'm not sending, prayers and well wishes and all of that. Okay? I'm not. I think who you show up as in life is how people should be responding to you in death. I do. I don't go along with all of that. Oh, they dead, so let's now act as if they weren't a terrible human being. No, that doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, I wanted to go to something else. Talk about violence. This fucking story.
Woman is dead, another behind bars after shooting Chicago South Loop this morning.
WGN's Courtney Spinelli joins us live with more on this shooting near a school. Courtney.
Yeah, good evening to you both. Grieving family members and friends of the 31-year-old victim tell me she had just dropped her son off at school this morning when she was shot and killed. Now the woman who allegedly pulled the trigger is in police custody tonight.
It's so sad you can't even just think straight.
Not long after the bell rang at this elementary school Monday morning, gunshots rang out nearby, leaving a young boy without his mom.
I mean, what do you tell a kid when you just drop me off? How do you just say she's not here anymore? How do you explain it?
Police say the 31-year-old victim, whose name has not yet been released, was near Cermak and State just after 9. Early information leads investigators to believe some sort of a fight unfolded and the suspect pulled out a gun, shooting the victim in the face. The victim was rushed to Stroger Hospital while the suspect was cuffed at the scene.
It's not fair. The person doesn't come back. You need to understand that. They don't come back. Your life is taken too. So who really lose? Everybody lose. It's no win in the situation.
Kanisha works across the street and saw the aftermath of what happened. She doesn't know the victim, but is devastated for her family and friends and calls this preventable.
Violence is not the way to keep doing it. Nobody wins in a situation.
A family now looking for justice, as sources close to the investigation say detectives are speaking with witnesses and reviewing evidence to figure out exactly what happened.
It's so scary and sad. I don't even know. I feel real bad for the lady.
So, and this is, I'm not about to do this to y'all because goddamn Erica De Niro this morning had me crying in my bathroom as I'm watching her video. And she was talking about this story. And she read this note that this lady left to her son and put in her son's lunch before she dropped him off. But what I wanted to show y'all, that's the lady and her son. Okay. This is the shooter on the left. Apparently, according to reports on social media, Meeks was being restrained by a man whom social media identified as the two women's baby daddy, Carlos. He allegedly put Meeks in a headlock as his alleged girlfriend, baby mama Johnson, allegedly ran to her car. or a gun and shot Meeks in the face. Videos of the incident have since gone viral and show first responders attempting to save Meeks. On video, the offender officially claimed, "I'm licensed to carry," along with videos of the incident. A note from Meeks to her son is going viral. Out of respect for the family, I blurred out the blood and body, only posting this video so you could see her. Here, suspects afterwards. He needs to be in jail right with her. R.I.P.
She's the one who shot her. But she shot her. The gun in the car. The gun in the car. Oh my fucking God. Crazy in your car. How you feel? She just dropped her. Get up. You scared as hell, right?
Put the gun in the car. The gun, she shot her. This one right here. She shot her. She shot her. She put the gun in the car. She put the gun in the car. She put it in the car. Please, y'all.
And that was her sister asking people to stop posting a video of the girl, you know, dead on the floor. So I'm glad that they blurred it. All over a nigga, huh? All over a nigga, huh? That's what y'all do, right? That's what y'all do. Y'all crash out. Oh, she fucking my man. I'm mad. That bitch said this. That bitch said that. I don't like her. She thinks she all that. Killed that girl outside her son's school. I feel so bad for that child, for the children involved. But this is why I talk to y'all and we talk about the things that we talk about. Because for every young woman or grown woman that listens to me and finds a way to never allow themselves to be caught up like this, that's what my main like focus is at this point and what I do. It's for all of us to have a better experience, even in all of this fucked up shit. I'm still gonna get up here and talk this shit to y'all and help myself and help y'all have a better experience at life by understanding that some of the things that we are raised up in, some of the toxic, fucked up mentalities that we are raised into, they do not serve us. They do not serve us. Nobody deserves all of this. Because in my mind, I know that this girl did all of this over a nigga. If you and a nigga show up and the nigga got the other lady in a headlock and then you go get a gun, this is some baby daddy, baby mama. Y'all can't control yourselves. That nigga probably was still fucking both of y'all at some point lying. And now he got two women fighting. One goes to get a gun to kill this girl out front her son's school. And then you could tell that when she was standing there at that car, y'all, that was her standing there at the car on the phone. That was her. I know you don't think that they about to say that was stand your ground. I know you don't think that shit. But this what y'all do, right? Y'all want to fight. Y'all want to act a fool. Y'all want to crash out. Y'all want to bust up niggas' cars. All of that shit. Over some dick you never gonna be able to control no matter what you do. That's crazy. That's crazy when you can't think ahead. That's crazy when you don't think me busting this girl in her shit and taking her out of here, that's gonna ruin my life. You don't think that? You that much in your fucking anger that you can't even think of yourself, but that's the world we live in. That's the world we live in, right? You angry. This shit is sad. Both of them, beautiful girls. Over a nigga. I'm sure. And then for y'all to even bring that shit to the school. That shit is crazy. Well, with that being said, y'all, let's transition. I wanted to get all of that, more serious shit out the way. And I also wanted to come and clear some shit up from my live yesterday. First of all, I want to correct what I was saying about the Ginga Jay dude and who was putting out apologies and who wasn't, because I was confused. My bad. Players fuck up too. Okay. So PenGame creator Mark speaks out after removing Ginga Jay from the show. I've got a duty of care to Black women. So this is not the same entity that he was on when he was doing all of the game talk, the bullshit talking. Okay, the I hate Black women. Okay.
Like I said, I've got staff that are Black women, people that work. There's PenGame girls that rap that are Black women, and people that I work with, from Esther to Hema to Mimi to Koi to Gina. So there's so much going on. I shouldn't have to explain why it's important. But if it don't fall into your wheelhouse, it's literally because you don't care. You don't understand.
No, of course not.
Do you understand the reason for the outrage?
No. I'm not saying what he said wasn't bad at all. Of course, it was bad.
And neither am I.
I'm saying you don't really understand the reason for the outrage, because you're saying stuff like, "Oh, I get it." It's like, "Oh, you can't have a preference," or "Don't talk about Black women's hair," and it's kind of like trivializing, like actually like what happens. I don't know whether you really do understand it or not. So for someone like me watching it, for me being his employer, and someone that's associated with him, I'm looking at that, and it's totally different things that I'm looking at. It's not a case of just because he's got a preference or because he mentions Black women's hair. There's lots of stuff that you need to unpack in that video. There's lots of questions that he made. I left with more questions than answers. You know what I'm saying? He said his preference. He said, "This is why I don't like Black girl." He said, "Why?" Then he said, "Because you can't put you in your place. You can't think you're man. I can't put you in your place." So then now that makes me. I've got saying, well, so you enjoy putting women in their place. So what's going on? What are you doing in your spare time? Oh, so you only like a girl that you can bad up. You don't want these Black girls because you can't bad them up. That is crazy to even say out your mouth.
Yes.
So again, I'm looking at that. I'm saying that's bad to me. Yeah. 1 second, let me keep going. 1 second, wait. So I'm saying this is wild. Again, it comes to protecting women. It's not about Black women. Any woman. You know what I'm saying? Because you're more only comfortable where you can bad them up. This is dangerous territory we're going here. Again, I don't want to be associated with that. You know what I'm saying? Fine. Then the woman triggered you, the girl triggered you, and then you leant into it. Yeah. So at the point when you was angry, where you stood up, you're showing aggression, and you're a man at the end of the day, and you attacked this woman personally. You would all that vim that you had, you put it to her, and it wasn't the whole group, and you wasn't just generalizing. You was on this gal, and when you're telling her with all that aggression to take off your wig and take off your lashes and be diminishing and degrading to her, and all that, you're saying all these stuff in a degrading manner. None of that stuff's cool to deal with women like that. Again, forget even Black women, but it's women in general. You shouldn't even be dealing with women like that. But then you're using her like stuff that are culturally part of what we do in her Blackness to offend her, telling her take her lashes off, take your wig off, take your makeup off, and I'm gonna bring in my natural 10 out of 10 Indian. Start saying, well, so you enjoy putting women gal hair. All this stuff is crazy. That is crazy to watch. I don't want to be associated with that. You know what I'm trying to say? So you ain't asking what the big deal is. It's because you don't care, because you don't feel that way. Again, or you're not having conversations. You don't have a presence of Black women in your life to be having the right conversation with people. Because anywhere I go is what I'm going to be doing. I've got a duty of care to support Black women, from my mum, my sister, my cousins, my aunties. Like I said, I've got staff that are Black women, people that work. There's PenGame girls that rap that are Black women, and people that I work with, from Esther to Hema to Mimi to Koi to Gina. So there's so much going on. I shouldn't have to explain why it's important. But if it don't fall into your wheelhouse, it's literally because you don't care.
Okay. So I wanted to come out and rectify, because Son came on here and said, hold up. I don't condone the fuck nigga personally. Okay. I don't condone you know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because a man that's dealing with women like that is going to be somebody that can possibly be accused of harassment on the job, which could then put that business in jeopardy of lawsuits if they have an employee that feels like they can degrade and disrespect women in such a manner. Okay? Now, the Sinners Podcast.
No,
that's who we really need to be talking about. It's either the Sinners Podcast people, or Trend Central. Okay? Whoever the fuck that is. I don't know them. But essentially, They are trash. The guy who was narrating the video, he's trash. And I don't feel like people should be over there supporting them. And all them black women that was over there on that podcast, they don't need to ever go back. Find another fucking podcast to go on. Make your own podcast. But don't you ever be somewhere where those men will stand there and giggle and laugh like a bunch of bitches. While this nasty, repugnant, disgusting, lame-ass fuck nigga assaults y'all and harasses y'all. Don't stay nowhere like that. They feel like that shit cool. This black woman right here, why you still there? Any black woman that still works there, y'all need to go and work somewhere else. Because every nigga in that room allowed that shit to happen as far as I was concerned. It was too much fucking giggling going on. But shout out to the PenGame man that said, not here, not today. Not over here. Not around my way. Now, also, I forgot to give y'all Keke Wyatt's whack-ass apology or explanation about what her son said about her saying that his cancer is what he gets for being gay. I will publicly address this one time only. Girl, really? Really? Girl, you could have 11 babies, but you can only address how you hurt one of them one time? I love my son and I love all my children. I love all people. Anyone who truly knows me understands there is not a homophobic bone in my body. Keke, I don't know if you think you lying to us, but ma'am, you have such a dark energy and one like I really do feel like you're giving 60-40 love. Like you're giving 60% bad, 40% good. Like I'm just saying, Keke, you have a lot of aggression. You have a victimhood about you. You have a lot of vitriol. I feel like, don't we all know black women like Keke? They're so mad that shit didn't go the way they thought it was gonna go, and they carry that around with them everywhere. And so they spew and spit out vitriol, but then they hurry up and go and grab for Jesus. They go and grab for the Lord as a shield and as a weapon. But essentially, Keke, we've seen you, we've seen your mama. Neither one of y'all give safe. Neither one of y'all. Neither one of y'all give a safe space. Just because you can perform it sometimes doesn't mean it's real. Because there's a place that I feel like you go to hell on people in such a way. And I also feel like if you really loved your kids, you would think about them when you make decisions. And you don't. You can tell that your children feel exhausted and annoyed by how many of them you've decided to have. And how it makes it the responsibility of the older ones, and the ones in the middle lose their childhood even faster because they need to hurry up and grow up as to not be a dependent in the home full of children. So I'm gonna jump out on a limb and say, I don't know what the fuck y'all think love is. I don't know what y'all think love is. Maybe you think love is affection. I don't know. But as a parent, you make your children emotionally responsible for you in a way that I feel like is very selfish and not about loving them, but about you controlling them. Because you couldn't control your career, right? Please don't get me wrong, y'all. Keke is one of the most amazing singers I have ever heard. I love to hear her sing. God-given talent, absolutely. But the bitch's energy is dark, and that's just what it is. and she has children with no real thought for those children, but more so of herself as a parent. We saw that on all of the reality shows that she's been on, how she moves. I feel like we've had like a decade plus of reality TV information, blog information on Keke Wyatt for us to know that she's not all right in the head. And I don't know what love is. Because what y'all call love sometimes, I don't recognize that as love. I'ma just tell you. The vitriol, the way you spit at your children, like the words you spit at your children, talking down on them. Yeah, girl, I don't know. Anyway, like any parent, every day is not sunshine, but my love for my children never changes. I kindly ask that you respect our family, keep us in your prayers, and allow us the privacy to move on in peace. Love y'all, Keke. Yeah, I don't know what the Lord be doing for y'all when y'all still act so nasty and so rude and so mean to people. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what the religion is doing for you. Maybe you need to turn it off and turn it back on. Turn it off for 10 seconds, pull it out, and then wait 10 seconds and then put it back in and then turn it back on. Maybe you need to pull the cartridges out and blow in it and put it back. Maybe you need to do that. Because it's not working. If this is your energy, okay? It's not, girl. I don't know. And every day don't have to be perfect, but damn, bitch, you're not perfect. Be feeling hella dark. Girl, take the religion out, unplug it, put it back in. No, it is all performative. It is very much fucking fake to me. It's very much fucking fake. That's why I'm saying turn it off and turn it back on again. The fuck? Because I know it's something you can just turn off and then turn back on. Okay? Now, Young Thugger. A lot of y'all was saying, not a lot of y'all, I just saw one comment, and I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm not about to do this where y'all decide y'all want to try to find a good guy in Young Thug and the niggas like him. I know that there's a large group of people that love to empathize with niggas like this. I don't. Go over to, Deontay Kyle and the, my boo Dominique Morgan. Y'all can go down to the motherfuckers that have been in jail. So they have they got heart for these niggas in such a way. I do not. As a woman that's walking around in community with these niggas, they are a threat to me. Niggas like him walking around, you're a threat to me. You're an abusive, narcissistic, degenerate street nigga with delusions of grandeur from your mumble rap. You are not safe. You are not safe for women like me. You ain't safe for the girl that I was when I was growing up. You just ain't safe for my demographic. So I don't have the same empathy to be listening to an interview with this nigga. I feel like it's just talking slab to y'all. I feel like the nigga just running his mouth. And maybe it's because I'm a New Orleans woman and I know how good niggas talk when they didn't spend some time in jail. They ain't got nothing but their mouthpiece. They ain't got nothing but their mouthpiece. That don't do nothing for me. I don't give a fuck about nothing that nigga said. I go off actions. The nigga ain't loyal. What are you talking about? Y'all really be out here tripping. This nigga not loyal. Let's be real. Y'all want to talk about what it really is? Y'all be dicked out over these niggas. So you trying to see good in a motherfucker that's just blatantly showing you they all out for self. Everything he did was all out for himself, even down to putting some of these niggas on. If you can't stop they shine, help them so that you could say you helped them. That's like narcissism 101. no motherfucking talking about he wanted loyalty. Niggas live by a street code. What are you talking about? Niggas don't live by no street code. There ain't no honor in it. Meaning that they don't move by rules. They don't move by the rules. They might let you think they move by the rules. But the last time I checked, that nigga told them people they had his number. Young Thug told them people, told the federale hood in them, y'all got my number. If y'all need to know anything else, let me know. What y'all think that mean? He wasn't just talking on the phone because he was in jail bored. That nigga was talking like that before he got in jail. That nigga was running his mouth behind the scenes before that. And he plot on niggas just because he don't want them to shine. That's a hater ass nigga. What y'all talking about? Them niggas not loyal? Man, come on, bro. Man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Listen. I stay out the way because I know what it's about. I stay out the way because I know what it's about. These niggas must not know. And that's stupid to be involved in some shit that you really don't understand. Apparently, Mariah the scientist was paying to keep this shit quiet. I understand. I would have been willing to find a creative way to support you. This is seriously hurting me. My relationship has been destroyed in so many ways. You have no idea. I've already been embarrassed, and I truly wish this wasn't happening to me. Can you please delete the post? I'm begging you to just work with me as a person, as a woman. This has truly affected me and has taken away my desire to live life to the fullest. If you can let me know what you spent investing in those videos, I will reimburse you. Please talk to me. Can you call me real quick? It's too much to type. No worries. Whatever. Good afternoon. I was wondering if you could email me some of that stuff. I had some time to calm down. Well, good morning. Where you at? Hey, I hit you back when I'm at home. Okay, thank you. Almost home. I'll send it. So I'm guessing this is Tasha. Turns out Tasha allegedly knew about those leaks. Okay, so this is not Tasha. This is somebody who had it. Your answer won't change our agreement, but rather will have an effect on how I feel. Are you agreeing to this because you really understand, or is it because of the money? I just want to know that someone understands me. And my next question is, would you ever help me look into the FOIA process if I decided wanted that help? Y'all, what's the FOIA process? Honestly, Mariah, it's both. From a woman's perspective, I feel you. I can understand why you wouldn't want it out. From a business perspective, I'm actually taking a financial loss. But because you absolutely have pulled at my heartstrings, I will make the sacrifice and just rely on the universe to bless me. Yes, I'd help, but only if you're strong enough to handle it. I appreciate your honesty. Thank you. So I'm not sure who. It seemed like she might have been talking to Tasha, but I don't know. But either way, Mariah allegedly paid to keep Young Thug's jail recordings quiet after knowing about them for a year. I think that's stupid. I think that was so stupid and real weak. FOA is requesting public records from the government. You know why you want to do that? Because you know that nigga not telling you everything that you want to know. So you want to be able to go and find out the information for yourself. Is that what I'm to understand from that? Any record that are public records can be requested. Yeah. So why you want to request public records? Why you want to do that? Is it because you want to know what's going on and you feel like you don't know what's going on with this nigga? Because he pillow talking to you on the phone at the jail. You should have all the information firsthand. But either way, this was obviously a waste of money because it was going to come out eventually anyway. And I also feel like this was not, I know this is embarrassing, but you didn't do anything except for be dumb for a nigga, which all young women do at one moment or another. So the only thing I would say is that y'all need to learn how to take y'all L and move on. Y'all need to learn how to take y'all L and move on. I'm just saying, I know you embarrassed, but guess what? The relationship is embarrassing, bitch. Not the information that's being put out there. The relationship is embarrassing. And this should teach you to let the relationship go. But no, as long as they can hide what's going on, you want to stay in a relationship. That's fucking stupid. I really feel like she played the fuck out you right quick. You know, but obviously, you know, you don't you don't have good discernment. Okay? Because if you had good discernment, your ass wouldn't have been in a relationship with this schmuggly looking nigga. No, that's YouTuber Nyla says. She was on Unwind yesterday to break it with Tasha. Oh, okay. So YouTuber Nyla played the fuck out you right quick. Wow, bro. Let me tell y'all something. Girl, I wish the fuck. I take the L. I take the L, bro. That's a Gemini trait. Bitch, you ain't never about to try to spray me with my own tea. You ain't never about to spray me with my own tea, bitch. I'm one of them. I did it, and what we gonna do now, bitch? Okay? Nah, you ain't about to control me like that. Because at the end of the day, I already know what it's like to have motherfuckers lie on me. I already know what it is to have motherfuckers think the worst of me. I already know what it's like to be assumed to be a hoe when I was a fucking virgin, girl. So as far as I'm concerned, people have already said the worst shit they gonna say about me. So I really don't give a fuck. I wish the fuck you would, bitch. You couldn't blackmail me. I remember one time, long time ago. Okay, y'all know I've been doing YouTube for a long time. Somebody tried that shit with me one time. I said, bitch, I was laughing so hard. I said, bitch, what you think you know about me? I was like, first of all, don't nobody even know me like that. Okay? But bitch, if you think you got tea on me, go ahead. Go ahead, bitch. You think you TMZ? Man, listen, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. I swear to God. Okay? That's crazy. And then another clip came out because I refused to sit and watch a long form interview of Young Thug and a wife beater with flabby arms running his mouth to a nigga that's not gonna do any type of interjecting. This nigga might as well have gotten on Instagram Live and been talking to himself. I don't know what he needed. Okay, I don't know what he needed an interview for.
Me not getting the proper love from my entire family made me seek love from niggas. You know what I'm saying? Me not getting the proper love from my entire family made me seek love from niggas.
I laugh because this is manipulative. This may be true, but so what? This is manipulative. And do y'all remember when I was telling y'all yesterday about like the mindset? I literally told y'all that they really do love and prefer niggas, and they really should go and do that. They're oppressing parts of themselves. They're suppressing parts of themselves. And a lot of people are, y'all. I know y'all don't like to deal with this, but I'm gonna just tell y'all my thought process on this. Because I feel like the shit don't really matter. But I think I need to explain it because y'all put too much severity on people being gay. Y'all put too much severity on it. It's really not that deep. Okay? This is how I understand it. When people tell you not to do something, you want to do it. Even if it's not something that you really would want to do, when people keep telling you not to do it, but then also pushing you into situations where you only value men, you only view men as human, you only empathize with men. That means that there is a suppression of the sexuality part that you are using women to deal with. I never forget the girl said South Central, you ain't gonna keep putting all of your anger out on this. She smacked the coochie. Y'all remember that, right? And it was because OG Bobby Johnson had he had a situation going on and he had to stay on the low, so he couldn't be out with his brethren doing hood nigga shit. He had to be at the house with his old girl, and he ain't like that shit. She ain't like that shit neither. She won't be out in the streets, right? So OG Bobby Johnson, okay, was getting into some shit out in the street and taking it out on his girl's coochie, okay? And you know what that mean, right? That mean at some point her coochie was hurting, okay? At some point a bitch needed an ice pack and a Tylenol after she had sex with a nigga. And that's what she meant. But that's in general what niggas do, y'all. They can't deal with their emotions in one place, so they find women in order to transmute the energy. That's what they do. And so for me, I'm trying to tell you that once you realize what these niggas is coming to you for and how valuable that is, you will stop feeling like y'all are on equal ground and you should allow these niggas allowances to play with you like you a soybean burger bitch. Because essentially just your attention and your sexual energy will regenerate these niggas. And you may only be left with a broke back and a broken pussy, bitch. Like what? You got to understand how powerful your energy is. So you can stop letting people play with it like that, especially men. And you make them earn it. You make them beg for that shit. Do you hear me? Like everybody, oh, I don't know why y'all listen. Okay, bitch, keep acting like them niggas coming to the table giving the same shit that you giving. That's a lie. That's the lie too. To keep the lie alive, is keep the lie that women are not feeding us. We're feeding these niggas. So once you realize what they on, you will not allow them to play with you like that. This nigga can barely talk. I don't even understand ugly niggas calling women ugly. That's always crazy to me. You're the uglier sex. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. That's wild to me. But what this nigga saying is true, but he's using it to manipulate people. His tone is manipulative. This is the type of person that once he's burned all his bridges, talked all of his shit, done all of the dirty shit he could do to everybody, he's gonna then turn apathetic. Oh, I just went through this. Ain't nobody ever loved me. And I went through so much. And I did for so many people. And da-da-da-da-da. And da-da-da-da-da. And please, please, please give me access to you, even though I hurt you, while simultaneously making you feel like you owe me something so I can have power over you so you could never see what you're giving me. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. They all do it to varying degrees. All of them do it. Not my granny died. Ask him when. 1994. Stupid ass. You need to understand how often Black men weaponize their emotions against women to manipulate them. So you can have heart for a nigga. I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems in a bitch. Look, if you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. Listen, you could sympathize with these niggas, ladies, men. Okay, those of you niggas who you know who I'm talking to, you know who you are. But y'all gotta stop letting these motherfuckers game y'all. And I really feel like a lot of men and women, straight, gay alike, are being gamed by this nigga. Like, girl, if y'all don't learn, to stop empathizing with people that's using sympathy so that they can manipulate you out of shit, nigga ain't nobody for y'all to be online talking about, let me walk you through it though. He really was expecting loyalty. And, you know, we can't be mad if they live by the street code. Man, nigga, please. Niggas don't live by no motherfucking code. Niggas ain't got no integrity. Man, let me tell y'all something. The women out here be the realest ones. This is the true teller. At the end of the day, you be loyal to who's loyal to you. If a woman has held you down and been loyal to you and has been there when your niggas left, and you go and snake her and then giggle about it on the phone about how you snaking her, you a disloyal ass nigga. And you not gonna be loyal to no homeboy just because you got more respect and fear for niggas. You gonna wait until they not looking and you gonna snake them too. That's another thing y'all need to understand. Y'all really think niggas can be loyal to one another and disloyal to women? That's not how that work. That's not how that work. Every nigga that pretends to be super loyal to another man really just wants to replace that man. Any nigga that's simping for another man is merely there because he wants to consume the man that's the object of his adoration. It's not because he really love and care and all of that. That's why niggas homeboys be the first ones plotting on them all the time. Jealous, fucking your old lady, doing all kind of weird shit. Ain't nobody loyal if they not loyal to the people who are loyal to them. And that's really my problem with most of you niggas out there. My problem with most of you niggas out there is that you really don't view women as human, even in friendships, because y'all will value your friendship with men over women, even if the women are more loyal to you than the men are. I have watched niggas go for they homegirls when they really need shit. But let everybody be in a room together and a nigga trying to play the homegirl out. They gonna be, oh, all right, dude, come on. It's funny, but stop. They always gonna be trying to validate another nigga in the room. And I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. Because women don't go up for ain't shit ass women. Just y'all try to act like we do, but we really don't. Women do not go up for ain't shit ass women just because we all women. Nah. Stop fronting. I get in bitches ass every day, B. Every day. Okay? Every day. What else is going on? Since we talking about homophobia, y'all, why Jess gotta fuck everything up? Y'all, why Jess with the mess gotta fuck everything up? I'm saying that because when I saw the Jess with the mess post, I was like, oh shit. I know she ain't did one in a minute. I told y'all I be liking when she do Jess with the mess because my mess is real. Okay? But then, as soon as I saw that TMZ clip of T.S. Madison from 2 fucking weeks ago, I said, click. I got off of it immediately because I already know you are reaching behind you to come for this lady yet again.
T.S. Madison weighs in on Snoop Dogg's comments about the Lightyear movie after his grandson asked him about 2 lesbians having a baby.
And bitch, I thought you used to eat coochie. That's another thing. That's another thing, Jess. You mean to tell me I couldn't have fucked you about 5 years ago, bitch? You a lie. You a lie. That nigga you with right now look like a lesbian. What are you talking about, Jess?
First of all, why is this ain't even your department. They talking about lesbians having baby, women having baby, like with other women. This ain't in your colony, bitch. Goddamn. T.S. Madison.
Like, why, Jess? Why? For what? Just because you want to make sure that the beef is still beefing? What the fuck? If you wanted to make sure the beef was still beefing, that it was still tenderized. My God, today. It's completely unnecessary.
Look at our good sis, honey, Jess with the mess, just out there, getting into the things. Go Jess. Go Jess. Go Jess. Now listen, I know y'all feel like that I don't like this girl or whatever, but this girl takes every moment that she gets to try to
Can male gynecologists speak on women? Like
jab something, and then y'all try to say I say that she looked like a man, but look at her. The deep-rooted microaggressions that she has towards the trans community comes from comments like this. This was just her posted the other day at a place. Look at this. Look for
my God, today. Nah, she not attractive.
yourself. Yeah, I liked it. I did. I liked it because
can women please stop dressing like Jim Jones? Fuck you. I'm gonna wear baggy clothes whenever I want to wear baggy clothes. Kiss my ass. Dress how you want to dress. Mind your business.
We're telling jokes, right?
It's not a joke.
Every time that it's about me or any other
bro be having a ball. That's fucked up.
Trans or anything.
Petey Pablo, my God, where did y'all reach for that one?
We telling jokes, right? And what I find so funny is that I'm always somewhere defending women because I
thought that was a little dude or something. Y'all ain't shit.
See myself as a woman. But she's always on the other.
Oh, okay, T.S. Madison. Wait a fucking second now. Was that was that a fire detector telling you that the battery is dead? Oh my God. You too rich for that. You too rich for that, T.S. Madison. Get somebody up there on a goddamn ladder.
And look at our good skin. Terrorizing women. The Risa Tisa shit. The two lesbians here.
That nigga added her looking like fucking Dennis Rodman. Damn.
Why, as me being a part of the LGBTQIA community, I can't speak on lesbians.
I get so happy when I see people actually dance rather than twerk and two-step. Bitch, twerking is a dance and it's not easy. And a lot of you hoes mad because you can't isolate. And it's not our fault that you can't do that specific dance. Say you like footwork, ho. I'm always hating.
Yes. Oh, because I'm not a real woman?
I thought this was Kirk Franklin, bitch. I wasn't ready for that one. I'm sorry, I wasn't ready for that one. Imagine a man wanting to fly you out to date you and you've been holding back because your period is on and he says to you, let me suck your dick. I'll pay you. As a real woman, you have to gag. Yikes.
Yeah.
My God. Now, Jess, I've been really not saying much about your big dick ass. But let's play. Imagine going through the struggles of life, jobs, marriage, kids, and your menstrual cycle or menopause is kicking your ass. And you got tired ass niggas messaging you to suck your dick. Or you're reading comments under videos of you chilling and people thinking you're handsome, a man. It's gotta be so hard. It's gotta be hard. It's so hard. Yeah. Tryna be like Pun. Niggas gon' bust they ones, but it's so hard. Ooh, yeah. You ain't fucking my way, taking my life, and you can just say that just walk on by. All you haters just walking on by. Imagine being called a handsome guy after your last baby. Imagine a man wanting to fly you. I read that one. My God, today. So yeah, I think this was hilarious. Hey, Erica girl, thank you for another super chat. Jess is just mad because a straight man hopped into her DMs thinking she was a trans woman. And when he found out she wasn't trans, he wasn't interested anymore. And see, I feel like that is the problem. Like, now that I'm seeing the comments that people were making about her, y'all, I didn't think that people were still like calling her a man. But they do this to women that have large features. If you have big lips, big nose, you know, if you have Negroid features, if you look like a traditional Black person, yeah, girl, they're going to call you a man, because apparently being Black also means having to be a man. You know, on some level, y'all know the history of misogynoir and basically Black people adopting the Eurocentric form of femininity was really just something constructed so that those white men could control the white women in Europe before it even became an American thing. Let's be very clear. A lot of the things start out with the white people in Europe and then they bring it over here, which means they did it to each other first. They are so interesting. Wow. Just little roaches. I feel like if Jess would stop feeling a way about people referring to her, like, 'cause to me, I can always wrap my mind around something, right? So I know myself, I have a certain type of nigga-like energy about me. I call myself very gentlemanly. Okay. I have a good mixture of my feminine and masculine energies. I can kind of shift in and out. I'm a Gemini, bitch, and a Libra. So I'm on both sides of my scale all the time. That's why I'm so balanced, bitch. Okay. So I get when you don't appreciate who you are, you can't integrate. And then when you can't integrate who you are, you hate that part of yourself and then you project that out on other people. And so it does feel like, in essence, because Jess is really supposed to be a STEM of some sort. Okay, let's be very clear. When Jess, I wasn't joking, y'all. When Jess Hilarious first came out, I thought she used to play like a stud sometimes. Like, I always thought she was teeter-tottering on, Mask. To be honest, she always felt queer to me. Like, because I know the rough and tumble girls that be gay, but still be fucking with niggas. And I also feel like when we talking about DL people, very bitter, angry people are usually suppressing sexuality. I know y'all hate to like hear that, but that's why I say, and I can pinpoint, and I have great gaydar because I understand how suppressing certain things makes people angry. And they just know that they have to suppress it, but it's going to show up in other ways. That's why I don't carry a lot of anger around with me. Okay? Because I know who I am. And I'm good. Like, we're good with it. We're good. We're good. We have our days, girl, but we're good with how it feels. With the fact that I am sometimes giving very, very, ta 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 ta. And then there are other times I'm giving bitch what's up. What's up? Okay? And I think Jess needs to get to that place. Jess needs to be able to integrate who she is. Okay? Jess is not gay. I know her. We from Baltimore. You know that don't really work like that, right? Like, I know what you're saying. You've never seen her out amongst the gay girls. She's not DL. She has spoken on being with girls. Oh, somebody else just said that she wasn't gay. Which one is it? Maybe there's some confusion there. Maybe there's some confusion there. She needs to be okay with who she is the bottom line here, people. You can take it how you want to take it. It doesn't really matter either way. So one person saying she not gay because they know her. The other person saying she already talked about, eating oysters. I want her to stop being so like, I gotta always be feeling like I'm standing up for women by fighting with trans women. Girl, you can push that somewhere else where it might actually do some shit. I know her sister. She's been with girls. I'm being dead serious. You don't have to tell me. I already told y'all what I felt about her. I already told y'all what I remember from when she first came out because I've been following Jess for years. I'm not being facetious. I'm not talking out of my ass. The fuck? You ain't got to tell me. I know a gay motherfucker when I see one. I know a girl who likes a girl when I see a girl who likes a girl. It's not that hard. Okay? But either way, I feel like you could like girls, but then also feel like I got to grow out of that. I need to go be with a man. Like a lot of times, you don't know how people might be getting bullied by their family members about having relationships with girls. So they go back to being with men. It could, yeah, you don't know. You don't know what happened, girl. You don't know what happened. All I'm saying is she has two sides of herself that I feel like need to be integrated more fully so that she can stop projecting this transphobia that directly affects her, because all of us trying to pull back people's skirts is a part of the problem here. Just let people be. Just let people be, bitch. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I'm gay too, Bondy. So you know we got that. Listen. And then y'all think it's coming from a place of us saying it because we want everybody to be like us. When I tell y'all most bitches can't fuck me, I promise you, girl, ain't none of these hoes we up here talking about. I'm trying to on. Please believe me. Jody, please believe me. That's not what it's about. Speaking of kitty clickers.
Speaking of Atlanta.
Yes, I love Atlanta. Ish.
I think Atlanta has run out of people.
No. What do you mean run out of people?
So apparently Real Housewives of Atlanta has K. Michelle from Love and Hip Hop on their show.
Okay, you had to clarify that though. Okay, but we're going to speak to that, but go ahead.
And Married to Medicine has Angel from Basketball Wives on their show. Atlanta has run out of people.
Okay, Angel from Basketball
She was a nurse. Really pretty girl.
Who is she married? Who was the basketball wife she was married to?
Are any of them ever married to a
What we're
basketball
dealing with?
player? I don't know. I just know that she was on Basketball Wives.
She's talking about Angel. Angel. I forgot Angel's last name, but Angel's from New Orleans. Angel's a nurse. Beautiful girl. Does really well for herself. Basketball playing baby daddy. Can't remember who he was.
I've like number of seasons ago.
Okay.
And it might have been like the LA version.
Is Married to Medicine supposedly, allegedly filming now? Are they filming now?
I guess so. I saw a picture of her filming a confessional for Married to Medicine.
Oh wow. Okay. So are we renting and recycling?
That's what it looks like. So I'm like, out of all the people in Atlanta, now they're like, I really thought the the network or the shows tried to like avoid crossovers from different networks.
True.
But I am like, Atlanta is running out of people. Well, because you're using people from other networks now.
But that's when but 85, it stays on traffic. So they're not running out of people.
Right.
They got plenty of people in Atlanta.
Right. With 6 lanes,
but
12 lanes across.
Yes. I do want to say, and the traffic is traffic morning, noon, and night. Like it don't stop.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about K. Michelle really quickly.
Okay.
And this is allegedly, we do not know because it has not been said officially that she's on the show. I'm not mad at it. I feel like at first I was like, what? K. Michelle, that's weird. But out of the love and hip hop, because I'm a love and hip hop girl.
Right.
So out of the love and hip hop world, there are very few people that I feel like have left that behind them and have gone on to do so many other things that it really wasn't a factor.
But she was already somebody before Love and Hip Hop. She was already who she was before Love and Hip Hop.
Is that a question?
No, I'm telling you.
Oh, you're telling me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So I think those people can come and go.
Okay.
And then you have people, Cardi B is one who was pretty much created on Love and Hip Hop.
Yes,
and
totally.
Now she's somebody else. But I think K. Michelle already had her career.
That's what I'm saying. So her being a housewife, she's married now. Her being a housewife, I'm not mad at it.
So you're saying Love and Hip Hop doesn't define her?
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
So I'm actually here for it.
Okay.
For K. Michelle.
Okay.
If that is happening allegedly. But I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it just like when I saw that, and then it was K. Michelle. I was like, okay, that's interesting. And then it was when I saw this other girl, Angel, was filming Married to Medicine. I'm like, okay, what is going on here?
They didn't ran out of people.
Okay. And I didn't think it was possible, but they did. Speaking of Atlanta.
Yes, I love Atlanta. Ish.
Can y'all hear my dog? Because if y'all can't hear him, I'm gonna stop stressing out about it. Okay, so now that I've listened to the whole thing, y'all, this is not that serious. What Robyn said wasn't that serious. Not all, don't please don't misunderstand me. I still made a comment shading her in the comments because she works on my nerves. Because on some level, I feel like you're having this commentary and you don't have a job. Can you go back to Bravo? Like K Michelle can go back to either VH1, MTV, or come over to Bravo? Can you go back anywhere? Will anybody be willing to see your life right now, Robyn? Because I feel like you were already boring and you still ruined a very easy job with your weird bitch shit, your pick-me shit, right? Because if y'all are not going to do anything, y'all are going to let a man ruin a great opportunity, girl. Y'all not going to do nothing. Y'all going to let a nigga who would never let you ruin his opportunity. Y'all going to let that nigga ruin yours. Yes, girl. Y'all are going to lose money. Y'all are going to lose good sleep. Y'all going to lose years on your carcass's face. Girl, you go... Girl, the light-skinnedness, you're going to lose all of the moisture out of your skin trying to run behind a nipple that don't care about you, girl. That is so sad. Oh, my iced coffee's gone. It was so good. It was my Nespresso Starbucks iced coffee. Girl, that was good as fuck. I might have to make myself another one of them and then put some liquor in it. I mean, I'm getting to this point, right, where I'm trying to like make sure I don't become an alcoholic like my pa. But New Orleans has a culture of drink, girl. And I hate when people be trying to like, y'all know, online, somebody always trying to drag people that got vices. And I have all of the vices. Stop it. Okay. But I'm about to listen, you can't make me feel bad about nothing no more. Like, I'm gonna just let it be what it's gonna be, bitch. I work out, I drink water, I take my supplements. I'm going to have my drink. Listen, because for some people, drink do too much and you don't need it, right? But child, I feel like I be vibrating so fucking high. I need to take it down a few notches a lot of the time. So all of the earthly downers that the Lord has given us, I take advantage of, okay? I took advantage. Within reason, okay? Talk to me in 10 years. I might be singing a different tune, but I'm doing all of this walking and working out and supplement taking and for the most part healthy eating so that I can drink and y'all will leave me the fuck alone. Nah, because hoes be like, I don't smoke. What I look like smoking? What am I, a chimney? I was like, damn, bitch, why I had to get red just because I wanted to see what you be eating and stuff? Man, like, god damn. Listen, I one gun, then hit you with the alcohol, right? Like, all right, damn. I'm shot up. You right? But guess what? I don't give a fuck. You know why? You know why? You know why? Because life is too hard right now. They artificially manufacturing struggle right now. I don't know what y'all want me to do with that. But let me get back into this. I don't feel like what Robyn said was that bad. I'm going to be honest. But she do feel a little haterish because she ain't got no job, right? Because she fucked herself out that cushy-ass position over there just telling us about her ain't shit-ass husband. That's all you had to do. His ain't shit-ass wasn't going to go nowhere. You could have told, like, girl, you could have told us. However, I do feel like Atlanta likes to recycle some of the same people. And I was very surprised that they, in general, were like reaching for people from other franchises. However, I'm not upset about it. I'm not upset. It is what it is. I think K Michelle would be great anywhere she goes, to be honest. So, because she know what to do. Like, K Michelle is a very, very intelligent woman. She know what to do. So I ain't too worried about her. But this is what she said in response. Why be so worried about me and my overly educated, successful self and what I might be doing? Robyn, you can't, you ran out of a job a long time ago. You would love to be recycled, you little couch potato, just yapping. You should have ran through that hotel lobby where your husband was, lady. Giselle, you look beautiful. Leave me alone and let me go yodel in peace. I'm around here selling out shows and you selling baseball hats, but you worried about me and what I might be doing. The nerve of this couch potato. She called that lady a couch potato. It was very subtle. Then Love and Hip Hop Atlanta alum Tammy Rivera joined season 17 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm going to get at her. She got a new man. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm I'm here for people that we already know. I'm not gonna lie. Cause you know why? Cause I want to jump right into the mess. Bitch, I don't want to have to get to know you. I don't want to have to get to know you because y'all see how much work you got to put in when motherfuckers first come on the show, and now I got to be surmising what I think these hoes going through and all of this shit. I might be right, I might be wrong, but don't nobody feel like doing all that. I love when y'all bring me somebody I already know. Just speed me up, Tammy. I know you. What's going on, girl? Tell us what happened. Okay? Now, speaking of Love and Hip Hop, y'all, I'm going to do my Love and Hip Hop tomorrow. But everybody has been talking about this made-for-TV ass fight between Rashida and Yandy. I watched the scene last night, y'all, and to be honest, I feel like the way Rashida smiled and looked at the camera after, I was like, and scene. I was like, bitch, I'm not about to take you whole seriously, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm gonna get this to y'all because I love y'all. And if you my members, y'all gonna get the full review. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, who I think won. I don't think anybody won, but I low-key feel like it was a draw. And I'm gonna tell you why it was a draw. Because Rashida was actually getting mad, and you could tell by the way her energy started to get with her mouth like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when she started to do all of that, I was just like, I'm not about to do this. I was like, oh shit, Rashida bad. Okay, so I ain't really like that. And then you could see how big Yandy is in comparison to Rashida, which is weird because I've seen Yandy in person, and Yandy is not that fucking big. So I don't know whether it was the angle. I don't know what was going on, but Yandy looked like she was towering over her. But this is how Rashida got Yandy. When she pointed out that this bitch act like somebody talking on the phone that's not connected to the wall, bitch. When she said that shit and they ran them clips back from back in the day when Yandy was pretending like she was doing some real work and the phone wasn't even plugged in, and then somebody put it on social media. Y'all remember that shit? Bitch, you lost. And another thing, I don't give a fuck that she was Mona's protege. I don't care about none of that. You're not that interesting. We really didn't want you to come from New York. We didn't really need you, Yandy. We didn't. In Atlanta, we didn't. Rashida and Kirk, please stop giving yourselves like monarch names and shit. Like you doing too like that. Listen, y'all can do what y'all want to do over there, but I would much rather y'all just be, you know what I'm saying, Rashida and Kirk. Don't be trying to be a king and a queen of Atlanta and all of this shit, man. Let's be motherfucking for real for a second. Because as soon as you start calling yourself shit like that, you know your delusions of grandeur have probably gotten ahead of themselves. You know what I'm saying? You need to pull it back to tad, baby. Okay? Y'all are very successful. Y'all seem to live a very lovely life. Y'all, both are aging well, you and Kirk. But ultimately, y'all try to act like we haven't been seeing what we've been seeing this whole time. And that's what makes you and Kirk lose. Because at the end of the day, no matter whether it's fake or real, that nigga had a baby on you. That nigga had a baby on you, bitch. And then he DNA tested your baby on the television show behind your back. And then he had a threesome. Girl, we don't have to go back that far, Rashida. And if you want to forgive that man, girl, then fine. But that's another thing that makes you better than Yandy, because Yandy don't have the balls to just put it all out there on the table. Yandy want to be on a reality show and want to hide what the fuck going on, and she mad. Why are you talking about it? Why are you talking about it? Bitch, because it's a reality show. There's a camera right there. There's a camera right there. There's a camera right there. That's why we talking about it, bitch. That's why. Because you signed a contract to be a reality star on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Oh, Dios míos, my God. What are we talking about, Yandy? And Yandy does do that over talking and moving the conversation in a certain way and all of this type of shit. But at the end of the day, bitch, all of the control you got in these conversations with these women, But you acting like a motherfucking docile child when you talking to that dumbass nigga that's been living off of you since you really got with that nigga. Ever since he went to jail, he been living off of you. You got all the balls in the world for Rashida, but not for the man that's over there looking you in your face, acting like he don't give a fuck about you while using you. You got maced in the middle of a cold New York street, bitch. You got maced. And you didn't have to. You didn't have to get maced. You didn't have to go out like that. But you did. And now you and Rashida want to be on TV arguing about who the best fucking pick-me is? My God, today. Who's sucking who's this over? It don't fit, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it's stupid. It's stupid. Both of y'all are doing the same shit, but at least Rashida being real about hers, so to speak. That's true. But I also feel like you didn't have a choice in the matter. Kirk embarrassed you, bitch. What was you gonna do? What was you gonna do? What was you gonna do about it? But Yandy, you still getting played. You still look dumb. You still claiming that it was you DMing the Jessica niece and shit, which is still some insane stupid shit. Girl, you still falling on the sword for a nigga that barely respects you. Girl, that's wild to me, and that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's crazy to me for a woman to do all of that for a nigga. And look how he do you. Look how he look at you in your face like you don't fucking matter, like you didn't get maced down to a dirty, cold New York street so this nigga could have heat. You should have let that little nigga turn into a popsicle, bitch. That's crazy. But I say all that to say, more hypocrisy coming your way. Joseline is in the comments. This is sad and heartbreaking. I don't like this at all. The two men acting out and these women are fighting. I would have been joining a party finding me a big one to suck or a clique with money. Like the hell, I'm very disappointed, shaking my head. You know, just because you would cheat back, it doesn't mean you're not a pick-me, bitch. It doesn't mean you're not a pick-me, bitch. Y'all should have heard the way Joseline was talking about when she attacked everybody that we just finished talking about. Okay, on that one reunion show, she was like, there were one time 10 girls fight me at one time. Bitch, you was high and you attacked 3 different women at 3 different times, and you really did it on some sneak shit. I think especially with Mimi, because Mimi was just walking past you in the hallway. You snuck Tammy. Tammy was just sitting there. Like you was sneaking people, bitch. You was running up on them in the middle of chaos with coke strength, allegedly. I'm assuming, based on what they said. It was Benzino, I believe, that said that's that coke. I think it's real weird for you to be over there having all them little young girls fighting and pulling out their fucking hair and shit for them minuscule ass checks they getting. I think it's very interesting for you to be telling people that it's a shame that they fighting when the men acting a fool. Bitch, girl, what? Listen, don't try to make it make sense. We just gonna wait. We gonna wait and see what happened with Joseline and her whole situation. We gonna wait and see, girl. Ra Ali released a statement after being subpoenaed in Megan Thee Stallion and Marrero dispute. Clarifies she has no role in the case. Ra Ali speaks out after being subpoenaed. Y'all, this is hilarious to me. I wonder what you said, because Ra Ali is one of those, you know, one of those women, one of those pick-me ass women. She swear up and down she not. But really, she's much like Joseline. Yeah, they've adopted a very like pimp madam type of persona in order to be, you know, whoever it is they feel they are. So So yeah, y'all often want people to just lay down and take it. It's crazy to me how many women can't stand Megan Thee Stallion, but at the same time, I'm wondering why. Because it seems as if a lot of women hate her because of her sexuality. Like I hear often, the word used to be, "Oh, she a hoe." A lot of women were like, "Oh, we don't like her because she's a hoe." And I just be like, going to some of y'all Instagram pages, and y'all look like some hoes to me. Like, and listen, y'all know I feel like hoes are not real things, not for real, right? But if you are advertising your body as your main thing on your Instagram page, I think it's really weird when you go, you do hater shit when it comes to Megan. Like, I don't know what that's about. But I'm here for it. Like, I know people are upset about this and people are acting like something's wrong with Megan. I'm here for it, honestly, because y'all did too much. I believe on the day, like, I forgot what day it was. It was like a really important day. Might have been a day she was releasing something or something was happening, but they released a AI porn video of her. Milagro and some of these other people disseminated that video on Twitter for a minute before it was yanked down. But I feel like that's the lie. That's why it's a defamation. Also, because of the literal things that they went around saying about her as it pertained to the case. They said she was lying about being shot. They said she was lying about being shot. So in fact, they were lying on her. And so now she's suing them. And people thought that, where is it at? Because I had to tell somebody to get the dick juice out of her throat. Go gargle and stop fucking talking to me. Because I can't stand when none of you hoes pop out trying to come at somebody because they defend Megan and all of this shit. This one right here. Judge says Meg Thee Stallion violated court rules, strikes her solo jury filings in case, right? It's about a jury filing. But the way people are in the comments acting like this is a win for Milagro, this is not a win for Milagro. This does not mean that she's going to win the fucking case, girl. I literally read what was said. The judge ruled that Megan P's legal team violated procedure by submitting jury instructions in a verdict form without Milagro Cooper. Milagro is over there not being able to afford a lawyer, from what I understand. Either way, she has been dragging her feet. The court says both sides must work together, even if they disagree, to file a joint proposal. Cooper was granted an extension to submit the documents. Megan's filings have been officially stricken. The reason why they were stricken is because they have to submit with Milagro. So my comment is, she's suing them for lying. This is not a win. They both have to resubmit. The Meg hate is weird as fuck. Somebody decided they wanted to comment, but I blocked them because I went in on the hoe for a second and then blocked her, so I can't see it now. Oh, well. But they were saying nobody lied on her and they don't have to resubmit. And they use laughing emojis like it means I'm dumb and they're so smart, which is so ridiculous because yes, bitch, they have to resubmit. That's what I said. They both have to resubmit because Milagro didn't submit hers. They submitted theirs. It was stricken down. So now they have to come up with another plan with her and resubmit it. That's why I said they have to resubmit. I don't know what's going on. That's why I said hoes can't read. Somebody said she got more court cases than albums. Why are they talking about it as if a court case meaning that she got in trouble and now she has to go? No, this is her suing people who have been online disseminating false information about her during the Tory Lanez trial. Y'all have been harassing that lady since that shit happened. Y'all have. I don't appreciate being brought up also. Okay? I understand that I've been doing this for a long time, so that means a lot of people have come and gone and all of that shit. But don't tell nobody that I inspired you to do none of this weird ass shit that y'all be on the internet doing. It's my career, it's my job. I give my opinion, I state how I feel, and I get the fuck off the internet. I don't know what y'all be doing. Don't be including me in no motherfucker. I heard I got included in the paperwork that she, when she got deposed, when Milagro got deposed, and they asked her about how she started her channel, and she mentioned me. Don't tell nobody. Please don't tell nobody you got it from me. Please. Because I would never. I would never. I wish y'all would learn some motherfucking self-control and integrity from me instead of just learning about running your mouth on the internet from me. That's how a lot of people got me fucked up thinking that this is easy and all of that. Because you don't even see the expertise that goes along with doing what the fuck I do. You can't just be up here saying any old thing. It may sound like I'm saying any old thing, bitch. I know what I'm saying. Crazy. Crazy shit, man. I ain't even tell y'all about that shit, man. I was like, man, don't be telling nobody that you heard that shit, man. Look, don't be telling nobody that I inspired you to do nothing. That was wild to me. Spelled my name wrong, thank God. But Jamie and her team over there, child, they don't leave a rock unturned, bitch. All right, hold up. I'll play an ad for y'all right quick. Where is it at? Because all I do is dress and rest, okay? Now, this is a get ready with me, okay? Just a little something before I get ready for one of my daily lives. So I just started growing my locks about, 2 years ago now, and I color treated, and, I do like a style here or there, and I really, really have noticed that my hair does the best when I keep it moisturized. And my regimen of spraying my hair with water and then following it up with Fab Hair International's Moisture Mist leave-in conditioning spray, girl, listen. It's giving me everything that I need as far as the moisture on a daily basis is concerned. I've tried a lot of sprays, and I really, really enjoy not only the way the spray bottle works, but also the way the hair feels moisturized after I've given it a spritz. There are so many great Fab Hair International products to try. And the Stimulate and Soothe Deep Cleansing Shampoo is one of my favorites. It actually gives your scalp a tingling sensation that makes it feel really, really clean. And then the Moisture Mask Deep Conditioning Mask is really amazing as well. Make my hair feel really, really moisturized after I had color treated it. The products are great and were created by a Black woman stylist who came from behind her chair to give her people the products she felt they really deserved. Fab Hair International is for all curls and coils. Whatever your hair type, you can find something at Fab Hair International that will suit your specific needs. Right now, you can use my code BONDY15 to get 15% off of your purchase. Go to fabhairinternational.com, take their hair quiz, and find out which products will be perfect for your hair. Be a bougie traveler and shop fabhairinternational.com. I do ads and shit. Apparently, a bitch probably should have went into marketing when I went to school, huh? What should be you hope I get paid? What does it look like? This is a business. Of course, there's an ad. There's an advertisement. I'm being paid for advertising. Of course. What do I look like? Sucker? What, like a sucker MC? What's going on? Don't make me laugh, bro. All right. Let's get back into it. Y'all, what the fuck is going on? All right. What's going on, y'all? What's really hood, man? Judge grants temporary protective order against Kelly Farel after her neighbor claims that she entered her home without permission and had to be physically restrained. Alleged confrontation stemmed from a vehicle being booted for parking in a fire lane. Neighbors, this is crazy, said Antoine Hearns. A Georgia judge recently granted a temporary restraining order to the neighbor of Kelly Farel after she claimed Kelly entered her home without permission and nearly attacked her. According to U.S. Weekly, Kelly's neighbor, Manualda Cash, Manualda Cash. That's what I'm gonna try with that. Who also happens to be a HOA board member, claims the incident occurred on August 9th after a vehicle near Kelly's property was booted for being parked in a fire lane. The woman alleges Kelly, accompanied by others, entered her private patio through her gate and had to be physically restrained. She says that during that time, Kelly displayed bizarre behavior, hurled insults at her, and Cash also claims that she has video footage of the incident. Bitch, release it. I want to see. She requested that a judge order Kelly to stay away from her and her family and that Kelly receive psychiatric and psychological services. A judge granted the temporary restraining order requiring Kelly to stay 30 yards away. A hearing is set for September 22nd to determine if the order will become permanent. Kelly, girl, it's not looking good for you. I don't know what you're going through over there, but I saw your husband on the news talking for a long ass time, and I didn't really give a fuck about what he was talking about. Kelly's husband is trying to make it seem as if the judge has been being unfair to him, and that's the reason why he has been, detained in court and all of these other things, and he's denying stealing from his company and all of this other shit. I don't know what to believe, and I don't really care at the end of the day. I just don't. It's stupid. It's given, nigga, you look dusty. I'm sure you did whatever them people said you did. You can be as smart and curt as you want to. You can do as many interviews as you like. There's nothing about you that makes me want to trust anything that you saying. Okay, that's the first thing. Kelly, this makes you look bad because now it adds some credence to what he may be saying about you. Because why the fuck would you be running into somebody's yard on some rah-rah shit? Now, was this a situation where a white lady was overstepping her bounds, acting like a Karen, and you thought you was about to have an online moment of nigga justice? Did you think that's what was about to happen? I don't know, but I think in real life, adults got to be a little bit smarter because people are always trying to hem you up. And the best way to hem you up is for you to run on the property line with the hoorah-rah. I don't know, Kelly, but this look crazy. This looked like you wasn't thinking ahead. And then this is somebody that's a member of the HOA board, bitch. You might get kicked out your neighborhood behind this shit. That's a lot. That's a lot. I don't know what's going on, Kelly. I don't know what's going on. Y'all, my dog is blowing this room up right now. He is in here sleeping and he is fighting his ass away. And I hate it. I hate it. I really, really hate it. That nigga do look like Carl Winslow. Let's tell the truth. Oh, Summer Walker. Did y'all see Summer Walker?
You guys right in front of each other. Wow.
Oh, man. Together, guys. Summer.
Right in the middle.
Summer, there you go. Give her a kiss.
Right here.
Whoa. And then, Summer, can we get a single real quick? The fastest.
You guys right in front of each other.
Wow.
She's a real stunt queen, isn't she? Summer Walker was on the VMA's red carpet with this Caucasian grandpa. And it's given fucking for money. That's what it's giving. It's giving sex work. Okay, it's giving sugar, baby. Okay? I'm not mad at it, girl. I'm not mad at it. Listen, I know the record business ain't what it used to be, and people don't make the money they used to make. Girl, how you a black woman in Trump's America, girl. If you gotta supplement your income, girl. You gotta supplement your income, girl. I am not upset. Whoopi Goldberg was just on camera telling folks that she still gotta work for her money because unless you marry rich, you still gotta work. Listen, for all the girls out there that could let an old man with wrinkly balls get on top of you and do his business so that you could live comfortably, girl, I tell you that I'm glad that you have the prestigious fortitude to do such things. And bitch, you better live your best life. Because love don't live here anymore. Listen, I feel like Summer Walker is a stunts and shows type of girl. Okay. And so in general, people that go about doing shit in a stunt and show type of way, I'm a roll my eyes, so to speak. But at the same time, I don't hate on the game. For women, I do not hate on the game, girl. And anytime it looks as if a Black woman is going to have any type of soft or comfortable existence in life, I'm here for it. We've done enough. So, girl, I'm not mad at you. Okay? Do what you must. Do what you will. Do what you want. Okay? The man had a nice comb back.
You don't need a sugar daddy. You are your own sugar daddy. You sound like one of them niggas that be like calling girls big money.
And we know what that is.
I don't care.
I've been called big money by a couple of whack ass niggas. I cannot stand that shit. Get away from me. Calling me big money because I'm not about to sit here and wait for no nigga to buy my drink. The fuck man, I'm gonna tell y'all. Cause I'm gonna let her finish. But I saw a clip this morning that I wanted. I was like, man, bitch, shut the fuck up.
I don't care if I got my own money. I'm sick of paying for my own shit or whatever Landon said. He said, I need a real man to come in here and whatever he said and shut it down. I don't give a damn. If I got my own money, my money is mine. Your money is mine. Get them coins. Exactly. Sprinkle, mother freaking sprinkle. Can you sing It's Getting Late? I try requesting songs. It's getting late. What gotta be? You don't need a
A pretty girl. I still think she did way too much with the BBL. My God, today. I cannot. Every time I see it, I'll be like, girl, why? Just why, Lord? Why? Why did you do that to yourself? But the video I wanted to tell y'all about, shit, I didn't save it, but I'll just tell y'all what it was saying. It was a white woman, and she was saying how she understands why men say, or people in general say, that when girls go out for a girls' night, it's different than when men go out. Men are just going out to relax. They might go to a strip club. They might go here. They might go there. But it's not like a woman, because when a woman goes out, then all of these guys are constantly trying to talk to her, buy her drinks, all this attention. And I mean, you can only take so much attention before you cheat, because you're just getting all this attention. And I was just like, it comes off as if y'all don't understand how desperate y'all sound. What I have experienced as a woman is that I know, and I have known since I was a child, that I was attractive to men, also to women, but specifically, I know that I am attractive to men. Okay? And so I am not someone that has ever been desperate for the attention of men. I know that when I go out, depending on how I'm dressed, I might get more attention or I might not get any, just depends. Somebody will always try to talk to me. But essentially, I have really done a good job at knowing how to kind of just be in the background, even if people, might see me. You know what I mean? And it's because when I get a lot of attention, I feel exhausted. I don't know about everybody else. I am not desperate for niggas' attention, because when men give you their attention, it comes with an entitlement that they are entitled to your energy. They're entitled to talk to you. They're also entitled to feel as if you owe them something because they bought you a drink. All of that shit. I don't like any of that. I also don't like in general that men out and about nowadays are always doing something in a transactional manner. So they don't even do anything nice simply for the sake of doing something nice. They do it because they want something from you. That's what I've experienced, is that just me making eye contact with a man means he can come over to me and start fucking talking to me and taking away from my energy, because I automatically feel as if I am being exhausted of the energy that I had before they walked over to me. And I have watched how often women around me go along with this shit, where I would tell somebody, can you, like, give me some space? I'm straight. Like, so like essentially, it don't matter. They see this, they don't care. Especially New Orleans niggas, child. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. But essentially, I don't want every nigga's attention. I don't want most niggas' attention. I don't want a lot of niggas' attention. So I think it's so weird that one would assume that simply because a woman is attractive and she will get a lot of attention, that means she's going to fuck a percentage of the men that she gets attention from. No. That's wild. That you like who... To me, women that are desperate for attention move like that. Simply because I am used to like getting some type of attention from people, I absolutely know what it feels like to be exhausted, because why is this nigga talking to me all of this time? Who said I wanted to talk? Oh my God, why are they following us? What is this? Like, what do you mean? And those interactions are so fucking draining, man. So draining. Men don't even wait for you to look at them. They don't wait for you know what I'm saying? Like those of them that are actually like boisterous enough to come over and talk to you are usually like drunk off their ass, obnoxious as fuck, or thinking they're about to dominate you or best you in some stupid fucking conversation that they've heard off some red pill niggas podcast. Like, they're all having the same conversations, my nigga. It's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And don't get me wrong. Like in real life, y'all, I come into contact with dudes that are not like this. Okay. Dudes that are really cool that you would want to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Every interaction ain't like that, specifically because people know me. So I don't always have interactions because somebody is hitting on me. But at the same time, I feel like if you do know what it's like to be an attractive woman and go out and get attention from men, then you know that shit is not all it's cracked up to be. And yeah, no, nobody wants to feel like they're not getting any attention as if they're not attractive. No, of course not. Especially if you're a woman that's used to getting attention because you're attractive. You're used to the feeling of people like, being attracted to you. But to me, I don't always like the attention that it brings, because it gives all of this entitlement. I don't even like, as a Gemini, people would be like, oh, you like to flirt? Man, I don't want to flirt with any of these motherfuckers. Like, no, you can't even be nice to niggas. You can't even be nice or courteous because they will think you are flirting. They can't handle actual flirting. My God, they would combust. My God, today. Court upholds Porsha Williams' divorce win against Simon Guobadia. $40,000 monthly support, mansion equity, and luxury cars. Yeah, that don't mean you're going to get it. That don't mean you're going to get it. Girl. We be, we be wanting y'all. Those of y'all that think like Porsha, I know there aren't many of y'all who follow me, right? But, this is why you have to be careful how you don't give a fuck about other people. Because essentially the things that you don't mind when it comes to men, like men being fucked up, those things that you don't mind happening to other women, they will always do those things to you. That shit will always come back to bite you in the ass. Remember at the beginning of this live, we were talking about a certain level of, that seems about right. Like to me, This whole situation seems about right, Porsha. All of that narcissistic love wins bullshit that you pulled. Gay people can't have shit. But like all of that shit, bruh. All of that shit that she did. And all for this nigga to be dragging you every chance he gets. All for this nigga to be dragging you every chance that he get. As if you wasn't using his face as a wet wipe. It's insane. And that's why you don't let old disrespectful, big belly can't breathe, old ass tugging and pulling, laffy taffy dick niggas. You don't like, y'all gotta stop letting these niggas dominate y'all for the sake of laziness. Cause I know that's what it is. Women like Porsha, you just want to be lazy. A lot of women feel like a part of their womanhood is to weaponize incompetence, right? A lot of women, y'all love to weaponize incompetence so that you can get a nigga to do it for you. And to some degree, I'm not mad about that. Like I said, I don't hate on the game. But when it comes to overall fucking life, for you to think that it's smart for you to ever put all of your life in somebody else's hands, the way a lot of these women want to be falling into a rich nigga's hands so he could dictate what you have and what you don't have. She wasted time that she could have been getting her own bank while she was working. She missed out on at least, I want to say 2 years of money that she could have been making. So you lost out. You could have been making, based on what she made just this year, you could have been making upwards of $20 million in the last 2 years that you missed out on. Because if she made $6 to $7 million this year, and she had went right back to Real Housewives after this shit happened, she would have low-key been riding a negative wave, but a wave nonetheless. She would have been making way more money. She probably would have made way more millions that year and the next year. But because she decided to go and play online games with somebody's fucking grandpa, here you are being all excited about money you never gonna get from that nigga. Never gonna get it, 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 never gonna whoop, 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 whoop. Never gonna get it, 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 never get it. Girl. Pop. Pop. Okay. Let's see. 2 more things, and I'm getting off of here. Okay. Even though I feel like I'm having an amazing time with you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me. You're amazing. You're amazing. All right. Y'all know how I love to give you church folks hell. So come to the front.
He's a shield in the middle of his wheel. Amen. He's everything that we need him to be. He's a lily of him in our lives. But I got to make a correction on this morning. Amen. I am so sorry. Amen. But I want to make a correction on this morning. I was speaking with Mahogany on this morning, and Mahogany kind of gave me a different hug than she normally does. Amen. And you know what? We're not going to have that in the body of Christ. The word of God tells us that open rebuke is better than secret love. So we can't have that up in this house on this morning. Amen. So if you want to just go ahead and do what you got to do today, we're going to do that. We tried to talk about it, but you didn't want to talk about it. But I'm just going to expose it and let you know I know how you feel. Amen. So we're just going to get rid of all of that on this morning. So if you need to excuse yourself, I'm going to go ahead and permit you to do that on this morning. But if not, you just go ahead and sing for the Lord. Amen. Amen. All right. All right, I just don't like fake. He's a shit, don't like fake stuff. Amen. And God has told me to clean up his house. Amen. We're not going to have that kind of behavior in God's house because this is the house of the Lord. Amen. And we're going to praise God up in here. Amen. The word of the Lord reads, the Lord is my shepherd and I shall not.
It's the hugging everybody before she go for me. I love the fact that at first she was like, you know what? But then she thought about it. She like, oh no, this bitch about to really do the most. So now I got to take her down.
He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, thy comfort.
Don't let the devil, cause I know she wrong. You see this conversation that they having, right? This is a conversation about how you know this lady ain't shit.
Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointed my head with oil. Don't like fake stuff. It's okay to be rebuked.
Pastor Pope co-signing his wife's actions. She wasn't wrong according to the word of God. I ain't gonna tell y'all what I'm thinking because y'all gonna be mad at me. So I'm gonna just keep going.
Openly. I personally, I don't apologize, and I'm going to defend my wife.
Because wait a minute. No, bitch, wait a minute. Because the reason why I feel like that is because why are you mad? Because of the type of hug you got. What type of hug you used to getting from that lady, man? I don't know. It's a lot of that's like let me tell y'all something. There's an energy about the women, right? There's an energy about the women. Please, like just you got to be able to strip people down out of the image that they're showing you and just kind of, because what type of hug were you used to getting from that very voluptuous woman? I'm not going to say it because y'all going to get mad at me. And y'all going to say, I think everybody.
I'm going to defend the pastor because she wasn't wrong, according to the word of God. It's okay to be rebuked openly. I personally, I don't apologize, and I'm going to defend my wife. I'm going to defend the pastor because she wasn't wrong, according to the word of God. It's okay to be rebuked openly. I personally,
And also, y'all, I don't know. Okay. I grew up around nuns, right? Nuns was still a thing when I was growing up. And the nuns sometimes had a certain type of energy. And I'm just going to say a bitch might have on a long skirt, but essentially there's a man with a mustache under there somewhere. But yes, no, what the fuck is you talking about? You mad because that lady didn't hug you the way you wanted to be hugged? No, Jackie Hill Perry, bitch, the studs are on the pulpit, bitch. And when I tell y'all it is a scary thing, yeah, I will never forget, like, because I also feel like when very hood people that live their life in a very like party, all for self, don't give a fuck about, like, I feel like they go to church to make themselves feel better about how they live their lives. That's what I really feel like be going on, right? Because it doesn't, the things like you buku niggerish to like this degenerate level, right? How you think and shit, right? Boom. And then you down to the church, boom. And then you're also gay or masculine in that way. And the way you find a way to be that while also finding a way to wrap the religion in, like, it's very, very yikes. I don't know. Gets dark. I'm sorry. Yes, no, of course. Everybody's human. We don't have to, we don't have to say that. That's not the point. The point is they are a personality type with a physicality that matches what I am seeing from this lady right now on the pulpit in this skirt with this face, with this hair, with this energy, mad about a hug from a big titted lady. Feels like you enjoy the lady's titties a little bit too much, friend. Not all the best pastors are studs. My God, today. The way she dealt with mahogany, that's not of God. It's not. It's not. And you're not about to find a Bible verse in order to make that shit okay. That was very, very like disrespectful and uncalled for. You should have had that conversation with that lady in private, but that is some very weird predatory shit for you to do, because it was almost like you were trying to muscle her about the type of affection she gave you in front of a room full of people. That's insane. talking about I don't like people being fake. Bitch, I don't have to hug you a certain way just because that's what you want in a moment. And I also don't have to have a confrontation with you right now before we get into church so you won't feel like I'm being fake. Bitch, I can give you the 1-2 pat and you just supposed to accept that and take that. You ain't supposed to get up there on this pulpit and use God and this and the rest of these people to shame me because I didn't give you the type of affection you wanted. That's some creepy ass shit, bitch. I don't like the way y'all always using religion to play with people's body parts and shit. I don't like it. It feels like a thing that y'all like to do. Go get involved in church so that you can be predatory on people and shit. What going on? Cut it out. What you mean that lady didn't hug you the way you wanted to be hugged? Yeah, she looked masculine. Anybody that went to prep look like one of the sisters. God damn it. All right. So from there, somebody brought up Tyler Perry in the comments. That's the perfect segue to the last topic.
Can you explain that first alleged incident?
I got into bed and then I noticed that he hung into bed with me as well and started rubbing my leg. And I jumped up out of bed. Unless someone's been through something where they have their control over their bodies taken away, you don't really understand the kind of feelings that you get in that moment.
Can you explain that first alleged incident?
I got into bed and then I noticed that he hung into bed with me as well and started rubbing my leg. And I jumped up out of bed. Unless someone's been through something where they...
Hold up. Let me see.
Can you explain that first alleged incident?
I got
the same one. I wanted to see if there was another clip. But yeah, y'all, Derek Dixon, a man that accused Tyler Perry of sexual harassment, has now sat down with ABC's Lindsay Davis about this $260 million lawsuit because not only did you sexually harass me, you fired me from a job, kept me from getting money, and stole my idea. That's what the man said about Tyler. That's what the man said about Tyler. Oh, look at y'all in the comments. Okay, Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, Sean Combs, now Tyler Perry, but no Epstein files or decades-long investigation or reporting on Harvey Weinstein. There's a pattern no one wants to discuss. Bitch, every time we talk about one of these niggas, you hoes are in the comments singing about shit that you really can Google. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, but they haven't stopped talking about Epstein. They just put out some fucking drawings from a birthday card that Donald Trump supposedly gave to old boy. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. But on the white side of the news, baby, that's what they talking about. That's what they talking about. These are black blogs. They're going to talk about the black people more. That's how it works. It's about demographic. But there have been reports on Harvey Weinstein, especially because he recently got off on a portion of his case, but it doesn't matter because he's still so guilty on a federal level, I think, or state level, one or the other. Something got thrown out, but he still got to be in jail for the rest of his life. Like, they're talking about him too. They talked about him. We talked about Diddy. We talking about it. We talk about Trump. We're talking about some of these white people too. I don't know where y'all get this shit from. They're always talking about Epstein. What are you talking about? And I don't understand why y'all feel like we should let this shit slide. Like, why should we be letting this shit slide? Another thing, everybody that wants to know about the Epstein files, what y'all gonna do when they come out? Let me know. Because when y'all do find out about people that do shit like that, that fuck kids, y'all don't care. So please tell me what y'all gonna do when they release those files and it comes out that it's this white man over here that you don't know, and this white man over here that you may know, and this white man over here that's dead. Then what you gonna do, bitch? Because y'all ain't doing nothing about the people that's already predatory in all of these places of power. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Like, let's be fucking for real. What are y'all gonna do? What are y'all gonna do? Because y'all don't listen to victims. The women have already said what happened. Nobody listens. Nobody cares, right? When the women say what happens to them, y'all don't care, but y'all waiting for these niggas to give y'all a motherfucking tablet so y'all can read off some names. What you gonna do, bitch? What you gonna do? You got a whole bunch of illegal shit going on up there and ain't nobody been arrested yet. We ain't seen nobody come into a fucking courtroom and yank nobody off. Girl, I'm sorry. I do feel like on some level, the way people what about the F? What about them? What you gonna do, bitch? Because ain't nobody gonna do nothing. You think the people that can do something don't already know about this shit? Y'all don't do shit when people fuck the kids in y'all family. Thank you. We thinking the same thing at the same time. Because I ain't even see that shit before I said it. Y'all don't even do shit about the people in y'all own families that be fucking on kids. Now y'all all of a sudden give a fuck about what they be doing to these kids? Now y'all care? Now y'all gonna do something? Now y'all gonna come up in arms and shit? Man, miss me with the bullshit. It's just another form for motherfuckers that want to be messy to me. When at the end of the day, some of these people, you can already tell what's going on with them. You can already see what's going on. You can already see what's going on and you don't care. And then you say that the girls are lying. When the girls come out and tell you what happened, when the kids come out and tell y'all what happened to them, you tell them that they're lying and that they should shut the fuck up. When people say they mamas ain't shit because of what they put them through, they daddies ain't shit because of what they put them through, that you know, these people did this, and that to me. Y'all be in the motherfucking comments, not y'all, but y'all, talking about how we don't believe you, bitch. Where's the evidence? Why you didn't go to the police? Bitch, they did go to the police. That's why you reading this story. What you talking about in these comments, man. So my point remains that while I do believe something should always be done in these situations, I also feel like a lot of this is just people deflecting and trying to find somewhere to put their angst or something to put their concentration in when it's like, my God, today, y'all worried about the Epstein files. Look at what's happening right now. Look at what's fucking happening. They're occupying cities and shit. 300,000 Black women lost their jobs. What are you gonna do about the Epstein files, my nigga? Y'all don't believe nobody that said something about Diddy now. A lot of y'all don't believe none of them stories that them people been telling about how, oh, this happened in 1990, this happened in 2000, this happened this year. Y'all don't believe in people when they come out and say that something happened to them. So why the fuck y'all act like y'all care about us finding out about the Epstein people? Cut it out. Cut it out. Because in real life, your Supreme Court justice had somebody come out and say, that nigga me in college. Guess what he's sitting at right now? Highest court in the land. So don't tell me y'all give a fuck and y'all gonna do something about it. Because you're not. You just won't know. Oh, I go, y'all seen this nigga? I don't even know who this nigga is, to be honest. Singer David dropped by Crocs and Hollister after body found in Tesla registered to him. Child. Best known for hits like Here With Me and Romantic Homicide, remains on his Withered World tour and has continued posting online. His reps say he is cooperating with authorities and has not been charged. In a joint statement sent to Footwear News on Tuesday, the brand said, we are aware of this developing story with respect to the current situation. We have removed campaign content featuring David while the investigation continues because we don't have time for this. Whatever the fuck this is, okay?
Investigation of a body found inside an impounded car in Hollywood.
That's right. The LAPD says that car is registered to a known singer known for his popular songs on TikTok. Eyewitness.
I read it. I mean, we don't need to hear them reiterate it. I'm just trying to, child. He got a song called Romantic Homicide. I don't know what to believe. There, there's no further information besides, the car was registered to him, but that don't mean that he did anything. But also, niggas that give goth. I'm just saying, like, niggas that give goth give, burials, death, dirt. Okay? But that, that don't mean nothing. We don't have no evidence yet. But you got a song called Romantic Homicide that now I feel like I need to go listen to the lyrics of. And I see a lot of goth shit going on. And sometimes the niggas take goth too seriously, too literally, But we don't know. And we won't presume to know just yet. But yes, y'all, it is way too much dark death shit going on. God damn. My God, today. I mean, listen, I thought I was going to be, I hope at some point y'all was giggling and having a good time out here. Oh, no, something that was funny to me. Apparently over on TikTok, everybody is now feeling like maybe they may have misjudged Jada a little. Girl, I've seen a few videos of people talking about how because Will Smith did some lame shit and tried to rap again, and it wasn't rap that a grown-ass man should be doing, girls, and shit like that, he went and did some performances and then AI'd the video and photos and made it seem as if it was a lot of people and they were AI-generated people. That is so embarrassing. And so now because y'all are seeing, wow, niggas kind of lame, ain't he? Now it's like, oh, well, maybe Jada wasn't wrong. And then y'all go, let me see if I can find that clip that y'all done pulled up from when Jada's book first came out. I was like, why y'all acting like Jada ain't been did that interview with Raj? Like, that was the interview that came out right after her book, and y'all were dragging Jada. I don't even like to see any.
Everybody's
I don't even like to see. Yeah, Jay Shetty. That was from years ago when her book came out. I don't even like to see anything about Jada a lot of the times because of the way people talk about Jada. I don't like it.
We broke up in 20.
So this right here has been resurfacing on TikTok.
16, he went on to live a life as a single man. I went on to live a life as a single woman. And then when we had the talk at the red table, I was going to go to the red table by myself to talk about the entanglement. But Will decided he wanted to come with me. And we were going to then tell the world, hey, we haven't been together. And this happened during that time. Well, when we got to the table, Will wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
The way she said that, we talked about this back then, but nobody wanted to listen because y'all wanted to be so mad at Jada because y'all hate Jada so much. Because anytime a woman shows up with any bit of power and masculine energy, all of a sudden she's the fucking worst. She's emasculating him. If she's not in pure fucking submission 24 hours a day, giving away her whole entire identity for a nigga, y'all, so because y'all really started to dislike Jada. I feel like even before the August Alsina shit, y'all could not stand the way Jada talked about her relationship with Cherie. See, I believe a lot of the times when you see people that are doing the work in order for them to like grow emotionally and mentally and spiritually, if it comes off performative in any type of way, people would then weaponize that and act as if where it's not really coming from is the fact that you feel like this person is requiring more of everybody and you don't want to do more. A lot of y'all don't want to have amicable situations where y'all have, baby daddy, baby mama. A lot of y'all don't want to be amicable. A lot of y'all don't want to have blended families and everybody get along once relationships have been over. Y'all don't want to do that. A lot of y'all, I ain't gonna never want to be around that bitch. I ain't gonna never want. A lot of y'all are like that, right? And I mean, some of you bitches, like, can't nobody be around y'all because y'all hoes is problematic and want to fight. Yeah. So I understand why that can't happen most of the time. But Jada and Cherie and Will having that set up right there, people felt a way about that, I believe. They felt judged because Jada and them were handling their baby mama, baby daddy shit in a way that wasn't problematic and fighting and fussing and still fucking the ex and all of that, which is everybody's regular situation. And so I feel like y'all been mad. And at first y'all was hating because y'all thought their relationship was perfect. And then anytime somebody brings up Tupac, y'all acting like any remembrance that she might have, any love or hurt feelings she might have behind him being dead now, that, she just loved him so much. She ain't really love Will. Lady gave up her whole fucking career and her life for Will. Continues to sacrifice herself for Will. She did it in this moment. That's all that lady has seemingly done, is sacrifice herself for fucking Will Smith. And y'all will continuously hate her and say that she emasculates a man that honestly puts himself in that position and allows her to be in that position.
Ready. He wasn't ready for the world to know that. I had to respect that. Well, I didn't have to, but I wanted to. But I was ready. I was ready to let go of the persona I had created around myself that had put me in a golden cage. I wanted to let that go. And so I had to stay on my journey. I had to stay on my path while also respecting that Will wasn't ready. So I said, you know what? This is my mess anyway. I'm going to take this heat. Because guess what? The heat is coming either way. Whether when we decide to get divorced, when we decide to separate, whatever. This is my practice run. Strip it down. Let it go, Jada. And then let's see what's left. We broke up in 20.
And this was them out recently. Looks cute. Little bitty self. Because essentially, nobody else controls people's relationships but them. And y'all shouldn't have never pedestalized them people's relationship. And you really shouldn't care as much as you do. You really shouldn't. A lot of people, I believe, are way too emotional about this coddling of Black men that y'all like. It's very, very annoying to me. It's very, very annoying to me when in real life, what I have noticed more often than not is that the men are fully taking advantage of the fact that women have these strong personalities and they know the world is going to see the woman as the problem because she has a stronger personality. And they're going to see him as somebody that's a fucking victim. He let her play that role a lot, if you ask me. And it's very fucking nefarious. It's very nefarious. And I believe that because they go back and forth with being together, I believe that sometimes they are together and sometimes she got to get the fuck away from him and back and forth. And if that's how them grown ass people decide to live out their life, I don't know why everybody is so upset about it. It's honestly very weird to me how obsessed people are with their relationship. Y'all need to just break up. You need to just mind your motherfucking business. That's weird. Thank you, Erica, for the super chat. I thought I saw you again because I read that one. Hold up. Devin Marks, thank you for the super chat. Jess never has smoke for the constant commentary by biological women and men that call her a man daily, yet she's quick to target trans people unwarranted. That's because she is male identified and does not want to piss off Black men or, the women who she feels she's protecting. So she would much rather sort of punch down is what it gives. Like socially, you're punching down. And it's because you don't want to punch at the people that you actually should be punching at because you feel disempowered by them. Erica, thank you, love. Her truth makes Will look bad, and her not protecting a black man's image is why people say she talks too much. And yeah, I think that's bullshit. But you know, we always arguing with them about that. Stop protecting these niggas' image because they won't protect yours. And I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate that. As a woman, I don't appreciate the picture of that, the ideal of that. And I just felt like Jada ain't never did nothing to nobody for the hate that y'all gave Jada. Okay? Jada in August, yes, that was a very perplexing situation. Absolutely. Can we say that age difference was problematic? Absolutely. Absolutely. But was August still grown? Absolutely. Do I feel like she was holding that nigga against his will? No, not at all. I don't. And if he wasn't so goddamn eager to run his mouth, then we wouldn't have never known about it. And I also believe that Will has been cheating on Jada this entire time. There have been so many rumors about Will with his co-stars and all of that shit. And it's like Jada was supposed to just sit beside him and deal with that and, be the constant well of fucking support while she over there getting autoimmune deficiency diseases and shit like that, trying to hold everything together for a goddamn image. Y'all really be wanting women to kill themselves for the image of this bullshit. Because that's really what it be. That's really what it be. Yeah, he's probably a cheater because niggas like Will that felt like they had to prove their manhood to people. It's giving that a part of you proving your manhood to people is your ability to pull women. Your ability to pull women is always going to have other niggas patting you on the back for some reason. Weird. She's a sovereign woman. They hate that. Oh, yeah. And it absolutely gave, he could cheat as much as he wants to, but she better not ever have nothing come out about her because then we going to drag her and say she emasculating him. Just like Megan Thee Stallion, another sovereign woman. They hate that. Yes. And it's crazy how many women hate it. How many women that are actually acting out that exact same sovereignty are hating on another woman for doing it. It's so weird. I would love for you hoes to unwarp your minds and stop hating on other women because they control they coochie and you and other niggas don't. Weird. Y'all are weird. I said what the fuck I said. Follow me on TikTok. I just made 15K on there. I loved it, did that. Okay. Oh, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. All right, I do want to switch up the energy. Child, not them having Young Thug back when he was dressing like he, was the one doing a bending. But I do want to play y'all something just to kind of switch the energy up before I get out of here, if that's okay. I did see this right here, which I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I thought this shit was crazy. Have y'all seen this? Like Mrs. Doubtfire as a horror movie. I have to play this for y'all. I don't want to get flagged. I'm going to put something over the screen, but I feel like y'all are going to be able to hear it. Let me see if I can put something over it that halfway covers it, not the whole thing. Let's see. I feel like if I do that, y'all could still. Yeah, I want you. That covers up the screen a little bit. Let's use that one. Did y'all see my acrimony now that we're grown? Did y'all watch that? Did you see it, bitch? Okay. Y'all want to see it? All right. Okay. If Mrs. Doubtfire was a horror movie, let's go. Let's go before I get out of here.
The reality, Mr. Hillard, is that your lifestyle has been very unorthodox. And I refuse to further subject 3 innocent children to your peculiar and potentially harmful behavior. It is the court's ruling to award sole custody to Mrs. Hillard.
Hello? Hello? I'm calling in regards to the ad I read in the paper.
Yes. Well, would you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Oh, certainly, dear.
That's hilarious to me. I'm sorry.
I'm addicted to my children, sir.
That's weird for you to say that.
I love them with all my heart. And the idea of someone telling me I can't be with them, I can't see them every day, it's like someone saying I can't have air.
You got that 911 now.
You're my goddamn kid, too.
We're his goddamn kids.
Bring the light closer, Mr. DeMille.
Okay. Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to give y'all that right quick. I'm sorry. I had to give y'all that right quick. All right, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. Can y'all do me a favor? Make sure y'all following me on BondyBlue Bites. If you missed these full form lives or you don't like my long ass lives, I do cut up the videos and post them on BondyBlue Bites. So I'm trying to get caught up in editing right now. I'll be releasing some shit over there in a minute. So please follow me over there as well, BondyBlue Bites. Okay. And please follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. I'm really trying to grow my following on TikTok. I want to start going live on TikTok while I'm doing my YouTube videos, but I know what flies on YouTube will not fly on TikTok. So yikes. I don't know, girl. I don't know. But anyway, I love you guys. Have a good rest of your evening. And I will see y'all tomorrow for Ooh Ladies First panel.